Yeah, so apparently, the fact I've got a concussion is funny. Apparently, the fact that I got beaten almost to death, almost died, by a guy beating me to death in public, and now I've got a concussion that's gonna last at least 2 months. Apparently, that's funny to some people. I had a woman in that West just now, where I am now, laugh in my face and said, "Sorry, it surprised me." If someone just told me that they got beaten up nearly to death, I wouldn't laugh and go, "Sorry, it surprised me." In no way is human suffering funny. If you find it funny that I need 9 operations and I got beaten almost to death for trying to share my Gofundme, and now I've got a concussion just for trying to share my Gofundme with 16 blows to the head, and now I've got a concussion that I'm gonna live with for a minimum of 2 months. I can't think straight all day. I fall over, I smash my head on the bedboard getting out of bed. I've smashed my head against the ceiling of the bus trying to get on the bus. And you think that's somehow funny? Well, I literally thought I was gonna die until 3 boys stepped in. They didn't find it funny. It's not funny. I didn't realize that humans could be so cruel, so evil. We're truly living in a devil's playground. My concussion is funny. Me being beaten up when I need 9 operations for trying to share my Gofundme about a drug addict who would have killed me if he'd been allowed to carry on. Somehow that's funny to people. And a woman in that West, when I was trying to sort out my savings account for Gofundme, refused to help me, even though I said I can't do it online because of my concussion, and then laughed as well when I mentioned my concussion. She found it funny, and the more I explained of it, the funnier she found it. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I think people should get sentenced to a minimum of 18 months in prison for laughing at someone suffering, because more often than not, people like that are going to end up inflicting suffering on others. Finding it funny is just the first step. The second step is them then doing it to someone else, and they'll go further and further till they're stopped. All people like that should be locked up. You can donate to my GoFundMe if you actually have an ounce of goodness in you. You're not like all the others finding my suffering and pain funny. It is not funny to get almost beaten to death. You'll see if the video ever gets released. I'm not allowed to release it because it's for court. But I assure you it happened, and I assure you he will be found, and I will press charges. I've been abused my whole life and I will not tolerate this anymore. Do you understand? I can't stand this every day in pain. I need 9 operations. I've been abused by the NHS, by my family, by friends, and now almost killed by a drug addict for trying to share my GoFundMe. And now I've got a very, very severe concussion, were the words of the doctor. And I was lucky not to have got brain damage, permanent brain damage. Be lucky if I recover from this. I hope to God I do. I will see this man go to prison, and I will raise this money for these operations. If anything, just to show these evil people that they cannot win. We cannot let them win. How many of you have been abused? How your life ruined by an abuser? Someone who laughs at someone being beaten almost to death deserves prison. That's all I have to say.